Here's another LinkedIn profile review. This is Ismail from Loughton, and he's asked me to have a look at his LinkedIn profile and give him some perspective. Look, there's no right or wrong answer here. It's just my opinion. So Ismail, I look the LinkedIn background. Change that. Just put a cityscape or something. Right, it's a bit too default for me. I think you're looking smart, but you're looking away. Okay, again, I'm just splitting hairs. If I could, I'd like to see a passport style, so front facing, wearing what you're wearing there, right? So smart, right? So business smart, as in jacket, shirt, tie. So I think this is good, but you could make it even better. So 500 plus connections. You're an aspiring investment banker, a finance undergraduate at Bayes Business School. Right. Okay. So interesting. No about section. So Ismail, think about sections. The about section on LinkedIn, I think is business critical, because that's where I can find out your pitch, right? So I find it equivalent to saying, "So tell me about yourself," okay? But you haven't got the opportunity to do that yet, okay? Because I'm just looking at your profile. I haven't invited you in for interview, for example. So on your LinkedIn profile, do think about your about section. I think it's quite important, and gives 5 paragraphs or something. Give some detail, right? Answer the tell me about yourself, okay? Because I think it's important. People will be evaluating you. Your LinkedIn profile. It's where they make buying decisions, not necessarily hiring, right? But buying, as in, I like the look of him, I like the look of her, based on what I see on the profile. Okay, let's come down. So no about section. Do think about adding one. Ismail. Now, posts. I just completed an investment banking. What's this? Okay, job simulation. Excellent. So that's 4 weeks ago. Fine. Then let's look at the next one. You've done JP Morgan's investment banking one. And then here we've got one. I'm very proud to receive this certificate. Great. So you're active. You've got 3 comments on this one here. Let's have a look at that. So Malachi says, he's clapping. You've got well done. You've got what an achievement, but you're not replying to them. So think about if you're putting something out there and someone replies, say thank you. Right? Interact with them. That's something to think about there. Okay, let's come down to experience. Look at job simulation. Now, look, these job simulations are good, Ismail, right? But don't rely on them too heavily as experience, right? Because you're going to get many individuals will be saying, okay, right. They'll be separating simulation activity, right, with actual, and look at the language there, right, with actual work experience. Okay, so give some thought to what's your current, okay, so your last actual work experience where you're doing something where someone's paying you, or you've got some responsibility, the mathematics tutor role. That was in Jan 23. So what current active work experience have you got to point at? Just be sensitive about leaning too heavily on some of these job simulations. Okay, so I'd be encouraging you to think about other experience you can begin to point to as well. Okay, let's come down. So Bayes Business School, you could put some more details in there. Okay, let us know more about what you've been studying and doing. Okay, license and certifications. This is cool. Right, no recommendations. So I'd like to see some recommendations in there, Ismail. Right, because that's showing me that others are putting themselves out there on LinkedIn and saying, yes, he's good. Yeah, she's good, and so on. So think about that. And add the about section there, Ismail. Good luck.